And and the squeak is my dog running around playing with a toy. And now she's barking. Abby. Hey, I'm making a video. Okay? You let me make the video first? All right, welcome back to Amazing Abner, Tom, yet again. And I thought I would make a quick video on my strategy when I go into my local Goodwill. I am about 2.5 months into selling on eBay, and I haven't ventured out very far from my immediate little circle. I sell things that I already have here at the house. I sell things that I can find at a literally right down the street. I could walk there in 2 minutes, Goodwill. And then there's a St. Vincent de Paul a couple miles down the street that I go to as well. But those are my only 3 sources of products to sell. But obviously things that I sell here at the house, I've mentioned many times, a lot of old video games, and a whole variety of things, but mostly video games. And those sell well, so it has kind of bloated my numbers, I think, maybe versus somebody that would start off selling things from the home that didn't have a whole lot of video games that they could add in there to sell. But the St. Vincent de Paul that I go to is very reasonably priced. The Goodwill is like twice, if not 3 times as high on similar items versus St. Vincent de Paul. So whenever I go to one, I go to both just to see. But the strategy that I have adopted with Goodwill is pretty much, for the most part, new in box only. And and the squeak is my dog running around playing with a toy. And now she's barking. Abby. Hey, I'm making a video. Okay? You let me make the video first? Thanks, big girl. Okay, so mostly new in box, I think, is where I was. So I just left Goodwill a few hours ago, and before I carry everything down to the office and start picturing and listing things, I thought I'd make this quick video to show you what I got and kind of my thought process into why I selected these items. Okay, so the very first thing that I found that I came across were these Star Wars bobbleheads, X-Wing Fighter, Cincinnati Reds, Star Wars bobbleheads. And they're marked, they were $8 each, which I thought was a little high, but again, this is Goodwill. Wound up getting 2 of them. So there's the other one there. And I got home, I opened them both up. I mean, they appear to be brand new in the package. And my general thought process, again, when I was at Goodwill, I didn't think they were brand new. And obviously they're not wrapped. They're not sealed. But I try to do ×4 on the things that I buy. So with $8, then my thought would be to hopefully resell these for $32 with free shipping. That's just kind of the equation that I use. However, when I got home and looked at the available comps, they're all over the place, but it seems like generally, and to round it, I can get like $25 a piece. So for a $16 investment, I should be able to turn it around into a gross profit at least of $50 or thereabouts. So fingers crossed with that. Typically not the kind of deal that I want to get at Goodwill. I overpaid on these, but I've said this before too, I do that a lot. The next 2 things that I got, which are kind of a bust, were these Xbox 360 games. I actually own these myself. I think there was 3 made. They're Burger King games, and I believe there was 3 made. Maybe there was 4, but I think it was 3. And I haven't looked into selling the ones that I currently own, but I found these brand new, if you can kind of tell there with the lighting, brand new, still sealed. And since they were kind of given away at Burger King, there's no UPC. And these are the video games at Goodwill are always $3 each, which isn't too bad. So I was like, you know what, for $6, let me pick these up because they're brand new, and keep my fingers crossed. I didn't look them up while I was in Goodwill, but they fit my criteria of new, brand new and sealed. However, when I got home and checked these, they were selling for about $4 each. So you're basically looking at a break even if I'm lucky. I'll put them together, probably have to charge shipping just to try to break even. So we'll see how that goes. So first two things we got, the Reds bobbleheads, were new but not sealed, and I'm going to make a decent profit on those. Then I got two items that were sealed, which is normally all I look for at Goodwill, and they're going to be break even, or I might even lose $1 each. The last thing that I got at Goodwill, which again fits my criteria, is this game here called Drinkopoly. I've never heard it. Abby. Abby, I'm making a video. Drinkopoly. I've never heard of this game. It was priced at $6. You can see that up in the corner there. And I saw on the little barcode down here, it said $29.99. So I'm like, okay, if it's going for $6 and it previously sold for $30, and that's my times 4. So I took a chance on it, which really wasn't a chance. It was kind of an educated guess that I'd be able to make a decent profit on this. And it was in a bin in the back. Normally I don't even look in the bins, just things are thrown in there. I just saw the shiny cellophane packaging. I knew it was something new. So I got it home, I scanned it, and it turns out that it's actually selling for pretty good money. I mean, looks like anywhere from $40 to $50 brand new. So I should be able to do better with this than I thought. So all said and done, between the bobbleheads, the two games, the two video games, and the one board game here, I spent $30 in total, and I should be able to recoup or at least get a gross sales figure of about $108, roughly. That's my hope. So again, the kind of the crux of this video was just that my strategy when going into Goodwill, when you've got a place like that that is a little bit higher priced, and I can directly compare it to another place right down the street that's similar, I go in there and I'm only looking for brand new sealed items. So anyway, that is what I do. Maybe you do the same, or if you have a different strategy, I would love to hear it. I'm still brand new, as I mentioned, kind of a month and a half selling on eBay. Doing fairly well, or at least I think I'm doing fairly well. I'm happy with how I'm doing, so I guess that's all that matters. But anyway, I just thought this quick video might be beneficial to someone. So thank you for stopping by. If you've made it this far, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you're so inclined, hit the bell icon to find out when I come out with new videos, which as of late hasn't been much, and I apologized in a previous video. I've just been so busy that this was part of this was something that I had to kind of take a step back on. But my goal is to come out with as many videos as I can from a new seller's perspective, and hopefully I can, offer new sellers some information that maybe they don't get as readily elsewhere from, the high-end sellers, since, we can kind of relate to each other because I'm brand new on this, just like probably you if you're watching this. So anyway, that'll do it for this video. Treat others the way you'd like to be treated, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.